give you the mighty Van Halen!
Oh, look at all the people here tonight!
It is now officially 51-59!
You ever speak to me like that again, better be wearing a coat.
Baby steps.
One break, I'm in up!
Okay, Brent, let's everybody take your positions, please. Here we go. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, rolling. Dave!
And
Dave Unchained!
welcome to Dave and Dave Unchained, a Van Halen podcast. I'm Dave.
And I'm Dave.
And it is episode 41, and we are heading into the summer. Not quite there yet. We're in May. So how you feeling, Dave? You're feeling like you're ready for a good summer?
Always ready for a good summer.
Oh, yeah. Well, it would have been a great summer had Van Halen toured. And in fact, we have a little information about that Dave actually dug up. I'm going to give him full props on this. Dave dug up a real gem. And you know what? Because I was so proud of him, let's start with that right now.
Van Halen.
News!
So,
wow, look at that.
Look at that. And I even have all this other stuff, but I want to put you in the marquee here because I was very impressed with Dave's reporting. This really was maverick of him. So, Dave comes across... He's like, you're not going to believe this. And he sends me a link to the Food Network, right? Now, we all know Valerie Bertinelli has her show on the Food Network. I think it's called Home Cooking or something. I'm not sure. So anyway, he notices that they have some advance, I guess, bookings for certain shows that are coming up. And he sends me and goes, look at this. And it says Season 9, Episode 5, celebrating Wolf's first solo album. Oh, boy. So, and the explanation says, Valerie's son Wolf is hitting the road to promote his first solo album. So she's celebrating him with friends and family and his favorite home-cooked meal. The menus include cedar plank salmon, sautéed spinach, mini crab cake appetizers, and horseradish whipped mashed potatoes. For dessert, everybody enjoys slices of vanilla cake with vanilla Swiss buttercream. Well, that's all nice, and it's very sweet of her to do that for him. But the interesting thing is, Dave, my ace reporter here, comes back to me a day later and goes, guess what? It's been changed. So now the original air date is June 9th, Sunday, June 9th at 11 a.m., with a repeat on June 26th at 10:30 a.m., okay? However, it's been changed to Season 9, Episode 5, celebrating Wolf's music. Valerie Bertinelli is celebrating her son Wolf's music with family and friends and his favorite home-cooked meal. So, obviously, this was the time as to when he was supposed to release his album. Now, here's the other part that I wanted to add to this. This is also the exact time when Sammy was stopping his tour and Michael Anthony was opening up his schedule to stop with Sam and start up with Van Halen. So it was obviously clear just from these little crumbs here that Wolf's solo album was going to be released in early June. He was going to go on the road. He was probably going to open for Van Halen. Mike was probably going to play with Van Halen, and that was going to be the tour. From piecemeal, if you walk backwards and you take all these crumbs and sew them together, that's obviously what was going on there. So Dave, tell us about your mastery.
I swiped it from a website.
I gave you the opportunity.
No, I cannot tell a lie.
Okay.
I must give full props to VH Links.
Oh, okay.
Which is almost always where I find the information first.
Wow.
So somebody had found the Food Network reference.
Interesting.
Yes, which was absolutely interesting. And then you said a day later, I thought it was a few days later, somebody else had pointed out, hey, look, the wording has changed.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I only take full credit for scoping out VH links and finding these tidbits.
Right.
It's the other fine people on that website who are hunting this stuff down
Right.
and giving it to the very hungry Van Halen fans who are looking for any and every tidbit they can. And now we've been reduced to the Food Network to find out what's going on about the band. And there actually was some interesting commentary about how Wolf was going to the Food Network and not starting with Van Halen fans and really who's going to be interested in this but the Van Halen fans.
Right.
So why isn't he starting there? And,
Right.
Other people pointed out, well, he probably wasn't going to start at the Food Network.
Right.
It just, honestly, this was the promo writing for it. Nobody caught it. It went up on the site.
Oh.
And then later someone was like,
Oh, yeah.
right? So
Yep.
now we got to change it. I mean, we'll see what happens with the episode. And it will be interesting what they say on the episode.
Well, they must have
You
to
kinda
re-edit it or something.
Exactly where
Right.
I was going.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
curiouser and curiouser. Although Val did said something out right after Mother's Day talking about Wolf's music, threatening that we'll hear something. So, I mean, we'll see if what you say is true.
Right.
And this was going to happen.
Yeah.
Or at least this was the idea in somebody's head.
Right.
On how it was going to happen.
Right.
And now Wolf's like, well, I guess I got to change my game plan. Maybe he's going to open for somebody.
Yeah.
Or do a really small solo tour.
Right.
Or he's rethinking his strategy. I mean, who knows?
Right.
But either way, it'd be really nice. I mean, we got Sam's solo album. So with The Circle, it's really a solo album. Who are we kidding?
Right.
And, so hopefully
Yeah,
we'll
of
get
course.
Wolf's solo album. I mean, usually you get the 1-2 punch.
Right. Well, maybe Wolf can get on that Circle tour.
Yeah. Well, it would be really funny if, Sam was like, well, I'm going to, do a few more dates in the fall than I thought I was. And Wolf would open up for him. But honestly, I really can't see that happening because I can only imagine how much that would, to be blunt, that would piss off his father.
Right. Also,
'cause,
Sam has his son opening up for him.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I forgot about that. Yeah, so that would be the ultimate,
Right.
screw you, son.
Right.
I'm having Ed's son open up instead.
Right.
Although the ultimate would be if he could somehow get those guys doing something together.
Right.
That would be kind of cool. I mean, I don't think it's going to happen,
Right.
but, that'd still be kind of cool. And I'm inspired because I just saw a clip of a podcast with Julian Lennon being interviewed by Theodore Richards. So when children of classic rock artists
Right.
get together,
Yeah.
it was kind of like, well, so
Right.
anyway, yeah. So, I mean, we'll see what happens. But the bottom line is after I read that, I was like, I could really go for some salmon right about now. That sounds really good.
Well, there's your Jewish heritage coming out right like that.
Oh, well, if it was smoked salmon, I'd be there in
okay.
a heartbeat. Yes, but I don't think that's what Val is preparing.
Right, probably not. Speaking of Van Halens, we want to wish Alex Van Halen a happy belated birthday. He is turning 66. Reverend Al is 66, and his little brother, who is Edward Van Halen, went on and broke his silence and tweeted, "Happy 66, Al, you crazy mother. I love you. Hashtag birthday. Hashtag happy birthday. Hashtag May. Hashtag Van Halen. Hashtag music. Hashtag family. Hashtag live. Hashtag drummer. Hashtag drums. Hashtag rock and roll. And hashtag rock." And the interesting part of the whole thing is he tweeted a photo of Al with his hands in the air with the crowd to his back, which is all cool. But he's wearing a gas mask, which I think was from either the 1980 or 81 tour, if I remember this picture. But strange choice on Ed's part. What do you make of that, Dave?
It was a strange choice, but, if you're going to surprise your brother on his birthday, that would be one of the pictures to do it. So I'm willing to bet Al probably doesn't even remember that.
Absolutely. And now, of course, and we talk about this in the letters section, but I do want to bring this up. Pro Italia, I guess, Instagrammed a photo of Ed holding up a 5150 license plate for his dirt bike. And it says here, special delivery to Mr. Edward Van Halen, Ducati Scrambler Cafe Racer, personalized plate in hand. Hashtag 5150, hashtag 5150 Nation, hashtag Van Halen, hashtag Eddie Van Halen, hashtag Ducati Scrambler Cafe Racer, and hashtag Ducati Cafe Racer. But the thing that caused the big stir about this photo, people thought Ed looked a little different than he normally does, a little sickly or a little kind of puffy in the face, a little maybe, I don't know, pale or something. Caused a little stir online with some of the people who are concerned about Eddie fans, this and that. What do you think about that, Dave?
Everybody turns into Dr. Phil or Dr. Oz online.
Right.
Everyone's got to offer their professional medical diagnosis. So I really don't know. I know there was some concern about that, but it's just one picture of a guy holding a license plate in front of his motorcycle.
Right.
And that's all it is. And if there's anything up, we won't know. It's Ed's life. Not our business. Just hope he's all right. And, we just look forward to hearing him play.
Absolutely. Hopefully he's working on something. Now we go to Mr. Roth. And wow, well, let's get into this first. Let's get more of the crunchy. We like to put the crunchy stuff up first. So, Mr. John Five, the guitarist for the DLR band from the late 90s. He's also former Marilyn Manson guitarist and current guitarist for Rob Zombie. Okay, John Five, and he's a very nice guy, John, even though he looks a little creepy and he's got all that wild makeup on. He actually is a very sweetheart of an individual, and what a player he is. Oh, my God. So he loves Dave. He calls Dave one of his heroes, and we've all talked about on the podcast before about how John Five has this mysterious David Lee Roth album tucked away in his iPhone called The California Sessions, and that he recorded this for Dave, and he had to re-record his guitar parts because they weren't to the click or something. And anyway, he was currently on this program, Talking Shred, which was a video cast online, and he did something which kind of shook the Van Halen fans a little bit. He went out of his way to play a few second clip from the album. It's interesting. So now a majority of the clip is a guitar intro. So it's got if you haven't heard it, it's worth listening to. And this is the clip right here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so as you can tell, it's a guitar acoustic intro, very similar to Damn Good from the 1988 Skyscraper album. You mainly hear the guitar. Dave comes in with the lyric, "We laughed, we cried, we threw that television off the balcony. That memory means so much to me." So obviously he must be talking about Van Halen there, because I don't think he's been throwing out too many televisions with Billy Sheehan or Steve Vai at that point. Probably a lot of lawsuits would happen during that time. I asked Dave this, why not release this? This is the perfect timing.
Well
Come
played.
on, Dave, give us a break.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, that would be like the trifecta. You get a Sam album, you get a Wolf album,
I know.
and you get a Dave album.
Yeah, it's the perfect timing. And here's the thing. I want to tell Dave something. Uncle Sam gives us treats. How about throwing us a frickin' bone? Come on, man. What is it going to harm anybody to release something like this now? This is the exact time to do that, especially if Van Halen's on ice for a little while. Why not bust out a little California Sessions? Keep it low-key. Just throw it on iTunes and Spotify. At least we have something to chew on. And Uncle Sam treats us right. That's all I'm going to say. So what do you think of that, Dave? What did you make of the clip?
I was excited by the clip. It sounded really good. His guitar work sounded good. It was obviously Dave singing. For the brief clip